Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new episode of Comics. First of all, as you all know, Marvel Now is officially going to start this very week. It's getting a lot of buzz and people seem to be pretty excited about it. There are tons of new series, and one of the ones that I'm actually really looking forward to is going to be Red She-Hulk. I know that sounds a little bit odd, but for those of you unfamiliar with Red She-Hulk, she is actually Betty Ross. She is a Hulk now. She, like her father, the Red Hulk, is a Red She-Hulk. The reason I'm actually looking forward to this book is not because I really like the character, it's because we haven't really gotten to know the character yet. A lot of people did not like Red Hulk at first and thought he was an underdeveloped character, but over time, he has become one of my personal favorite characters in the Marvel Universe. If you haven't been reading Hulk and you gave up on it because the beginning of Jeff Loeb's run is not the best, please take the time to go back and at least read Jeff Parker's stuff on him, because he really is one of the coolest characters in Marvel now. But it's coming to an end. It just came to an end a couple weeks ago with Hulk number 58. That was the last issue of Hulk. Now Jeff Parker is going to change it into Red She-Hulk. What I'm hoping for is that he can do for Red She-Hulk what he did with Red Hulk. I feel like we haven't got an opportunity to really see who this character is other than just a Hulk. I'm really looking forward to it. So along with the big ones, of course, Uncanny Avengers, that's one of the smaller ones that I'm really looking forward to, and I think that you should definitely check out. In comics media news, there is a lot of rumors coming out about Avengers 2, clearly. We know that there's going to be at least two more new heroes on the Avengers team, and one of the most recent rumors is that one of those is going to be Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel is one of the most famous female superheroes in Marvel, and people love the character. She's currently Captain Marvel in the comics, and the rumored people who are going to be cast as her, or the two people that Marvel is looking at most, are Emily Blunt and Ruth Wilson. Now, I'm assuming most of you know who Emily Blunt is. She's famous. She was in Looper recently and has been in all sorts of stuff. I love Emily Blunt. I think she's a great actress. I personally would be happy to see her play any female superhero, but Miss Marvel I wouldn't have a problem with. But also, Ruth Wilson, I'm betting most of you don't know who Ruth Wilson is. I wouldn't either if I hadn't have gone back about a year ago and watched the BBC television show Luther. She is a great actress. Granted, the character is a psychopath. She's the best part of that show, and she's a great actress. And so I'm really happy with both of these, but if it ends up being someone else, or even if she's even in the movie, we don't know. This is all rumor, but I'm very happy with these two potential casting choices. So for this week's Comics Comments, I'm going to ask you, what do you think the first big event of Marvel Now will be like? Obviously, Avengers vs. X-Men was the most recent huge Marvel event, and it just wrapped up. And so now that Marvel Now is starting, we want to hear from you guys. What do you think would be the best idea for a huge crossover story that affects the whole Marvel Universe? Because it pretty much happens every year. So we want to hear from you. What do you think it's going to be, or what do you want it to be? And we're going to go through and pick our favorite from your comments and tell it on the air. You guys are just ridiculous when it comes to comic book knowledge and ideas, and you're extremely creative, so we cannot wait to see what you guys have to say. And maybe, who knows, if Marvel watches us, they could take your advice. Probably not, but who knows. Alright, well, thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you next week with a brand new episode of Comics. Goodbye.